You're welcome back to your election headquarters. This is our special event to mark 99 days to the 2024 general election. We are live on Joy 99.7 FM and, of course, here on the Joy News channel. We should probably take the conversation outside the studio now for a bit. Let's find out what's happening on the ground. Joining us live from the Ledzokuku constituency is my colleague Michael Ashale. Michael, talk to us about preparations on the ground in this constituency for the 2024 election.
Yeah, hello, Kojo.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Great. So, if you come to Ledzokuku constituency, this is one of the many battlegrounds across the country. A very heated place as well, and also a place that is much sought after between the major political parties, the NDC and the MPP. The current Minister for Health, Okoboy, is seeking to go back to Parliament this year, whereas on the NDC side, Bernard Ayiku is also hoping to hold on to the seat for the second time. In terms of preparation, though, we know that the MPP and NDC mainly have been preaching jobs, which appears to be one of the biggest problems in the Ledzokuku constituency itself, that many people are looking for jobs day in and day out. There's also team with a lot of youth every single day. But in terms of the real preparation on the ground and how people are receiving these messages, well, I have with me on my left, on my right, I have the NPP and NDC. The men and women that are leading this charge to get the message to the ground. Whether people are buying it or not, we'll also find out from them. And as to what exactly they think that will be the game changer for this place, whether the health minister will get back to Parliament or the NDC will retain the seat. Well, let me start with the NDC. It appears that they are still in power at the moment. These are the constituency level. I have Adam with me and Kin White. Okay, great. So let me start with Adam. Adam, so on the grounds, does it appear that you have everything set to retain or hold on to the seat?
Well, good morning to you and good morning to your possible viewers out there. This is Ledzokuku constituency, and the constituency has its for 8 swing when it comes to parliamentary. It's not really when it comes to presidential. But where we find ourselves currently is that the seat is on point to be won by the NDC parliamentary candidate, whose enormous achievements within the constituency have been seen and be fought by every individual in that constituency. When you go to the health sector, you will see his achievements there. Talking about bringing nursing mothers from the hospital, so that at least because of the collapse of the Lajona hospital, there is another polyclinic within the constituency that will mitigate the pressure at the Lekma hospital. And also, you can see his contribution to the southern part of the constituency, where when you look at the Churches Community Hospital, he has been able to renovate the place and giving it a true sleep. These are some of his achievements in the health sector. When you go to the infrastructure, he's been able to ensure that the inner roads are all tarred, asphalted. Even though work is still ongoing, he's also been able to ensure that at least our unmotorable roads are demotorable by using his personal tractors to ensure that those roads are being graded and be put into good shape for cars to be able to move on.
Yeah, I like the fact that you said start from health, given that you also come in against some of the people's background is health. Let me ask you, does it appear that all the things that Adam mentioned that you've done on the ground,
are yielding any results in terms of changing people's minds about you? All the thousands of votes that went to the MPP last year, you think that they will come to you?
Certainly. The MP has been very strategic with the health deliveries. And it is ironic that Okoboy, who is rather the health minister, is fighting the MP on developmental agendas. That does not even include health. So, for instance, on the contentious issues of the road, he claims that he's the one who has gone to lobby to do the road. Meanwhile, you are a health minister. And recently, we even saw nurses and other people having a lot of challenges with respect to how to do their work as, nursing people. So at the end of the day, one would thought that since he is a head minister, he would be able to do things so that that place will be okay for those people who are working there. But that is not the case. And you asked earlier about our preparation towards the election. I am telling you that the NDC is poised to take hold on this seat. There is absolutely nothing again. You know what? The trick is that they try to bring division amongst us, so that when that division,
there's an allegation that you can prove.
Of course, it is not an allegation.
It's certainly an allegation.
It is not an allegation.
So I'll come back to you.
Do you know why?
You made a point that I want to ask them about, because you feel that you've done enough to hold on to the seat for as long as that you can.
Yes.
Well, I have Stephen with me together, one of the leading members in the MPP in the constituency. I mean, Stephen, let me start with you. Kwabena Ayesu. Kwabena, so you heard him. They've done so much. They even decided to even start with health. Do you think that by having a health minister will be the trump card to get back into parliament?
All right. Thank you, Papani. I would like to use this opportunity to greet your cherished viewers at home and our kind listeners. Papani, this is Ledzokuku. Ledzokuku constituency has a number of almost 170,000 voters in this constituency. That should tell you the maximum or the size of the constituency alone. Now, my brother on the other side started with the health when it comes to what the parliamentary the member of parliament have done in health. Now, when it comes to health, he made an allegation that Dr. Okoboy has performed abysmally when it comes to health in the Ledzokuku constituency. That is not so. That is not right. Now, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, who is currently the health minister, was the member of parliament was the member of parliament in 2016. He had the honor to serve this constituency for 4 good years. Okay. And his achievements speak for itself. His achievement that he started, his project that he started, which he was not able to complete, that is why people are calling him back to come and complete. Now, in terms of health, this is a health minister, a medical doctor, which Ledzokuku constituency had, that every month he organizes a free health screening for constituents when he was MP. Even when he lost his seat in 2020 at the Lekma Hospital, he goes there every Monday to offer free medical consultations for the people who come to him. This is Dr. Okoboy. After losing the seat, he hasn't left the constituency. This is a member of parliament or a parliamentary candidate that lost his seat in the first time in the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. After losing his seat, he is the only member who had an appointment in the government. What does that tell you, or what does that tell the normal constituents in this constituency? That Dr. Bernard Okoboy goes beyond what we perceive him to be. He is humble.
You think that there's more to him? That is why they retain him at the NHIM. Now he's the substantive minister for health. I'll come back to you, Stephen. So you think that you've done enough in the constituency to win the thousands of votes that went to the NDC last year?
Yes, good morning to you, and good morning to your viewers and your listeners as well. I must say that Dr. Bernard Okoboy, when he was the member of parliament for this constituency, he did so much. And based on what he did when he was the member of parliament, the good people of this constituency will give him the nod again. Look, NDC and their member of parliament won the 2020 elections. In fact, it was based on lies and propaganda. And now...
And it's not something you can also substantiate as well, right?
We have a lot of...
I'm pretty sure at the political ground, when you are doing the back and forth, you can have some of these arguments. But
absolutely.
I'll definitely come back to you for a longer conversation. So, Kojo, I'll definitely make you land. Kojo, so in terms of preparation, though, you can hear from the MPP and NDC side, and they are certainly arguing amongst themselves who think that they have the groundwork done. But December 7 is just 99 days away. I will certainly see the true situation on the ground. So if you're just watching us, we're coming to you live from Ledzokuku constituency, where Bernard Okoboy, who is the health minister, will be coming against the incumbent member of parliament for the NDC, Benjamin Ayiku. These two will be going head-to-head December 7, but it appears that both manifestos, MPP and NDC, are just promising jobs for this constituency. Well, again, we'll try to run through the people that we have here to see what exactly they feel. Let me start with my gentleman who was just about making a point there. So, on real work on the ground, do you think that the NDC has done enough in the last 4 years to stay in power, or you are going to remove them?
We are going to remove them. And I must say that the performance of the current Member of Parliament has been very abysmal. He has done absolutely nothing for the good people of this constituency. And let me touch on what Dr. Bernard Okubwe did, because they started by mentioning what they claim their Member of Parliament has done with regards to the health sector. Dr. Bernard Okubwe, when he was a Member of Parliament, just as my brother said, even when he was a Member of Parliament, he was doing free consultation at the Lekma Hospital. Even when he lost power, he was still doing it. When he was a Member of Parliament, he set up a mobile, a community, a small clinic at the London site. It was an innovative idea. And let me explain to you why.
And this is even when he's not in power?
That was when he was in power.
Okay.
With the free consultation, that was when he even lost in 2020. Okay. But with the setup of the small clinic at the London site, the idea was that we have our brothers who are the fisher folks. Sometimes when they go to sea, certainly, since it's part of their work, they are likely to encounter some sort of accident in the course of discharging their duty. So when he set up, the idea was that whenever you go and there is an accident or something happening to anyone, at least that place will serve
your first point of call.
First point of call for you to get first aid before you can even be sent to hospital to be given proper treatment. So that was the idea. That project was doing very fantastic. It was making sure that the nurses, we were always having nurses there. There were medicines, drugs available, and people were being catered for whenever they go there, when they have issues. Aside that, even as we speak now, even when he lost power, we were standing here. You even saw the ambulance, a branded doctor.
Why, if he's doing it for the people, why is he branding the bus, the ambulance in the first place?
He donated the ambulance.
So his face has to be on it?
He donated it. So definitely his face has to be on it.
No, but don't forget that as it stands now, taxpayers' money go into his pocket. But it's not a conversation we can protract. The conversation today is that 99 days. I'll come back to you, the MPP side. Yeah. You have heard them. It appears that you want to clarify. I'll give you the opportunity. Yes. Well, they believe that they have done enough to unseat your person. What really are you promising the people of Ledzokuku that you think that will resonate with the people on the ground?
We are promising the people of Ledzokuku jobs for the youth.
How do you intend to create these jobs?
You see, the overarching structure for the creation of the job can be found in our manifesto that we launched at Winneba recently. Okay? The 1 million coders program, we will take advantage of that. Okay, and the young people in Ledzokuku who are willing to go into computer skills development, they'll be given the opportunity to do so. Okay, and then those who are interested in entrepreneurial development, they want to set up their own businesses under the apprenticeship program, the one that John Mahama promised, the $10 billion program that will be unfold. That will also create a job, and the 24-hour economic program that will also unfold and create jobs for the people of this constituency. But you see, my colleague over there was saying that Okubwe has been doing consultation work. Of course, he's a medical doctor, so that one we can't take it away from him. Okay, but you see, for a medical doctor and the deputy minister of what's the name, health, to go and build a container as a clinic for his people is very shameful.
I mean, a makeshift clinic.
It's a container.
It's something we have even seen.
It's a container. Do you know what is a container?
Yes, I know what a container is.
And you know what? Okubwe had the opportunity to be deputy minister. Do you know what he did? He built wooden bridges that when it rained, it would just carry it away. Because of his abysmal performance and his disrespect for the people of Ledzokuku, they sacked him one time. So it is not that, you see, they say that when you want to see the character of a man, give him power and money. And when Okubwe started seeing power and money, his lifestyle changes. His relationship with people changes. And that is why the people of Ledzokuku rejected him. And we know that if we give him the opportunity again, he will give us double of those things. That is why we will reject him. But in Ben Aiku, you will find a humble man. In Ben Aiku, you will find a developmental-oriented person. How can a cheap compound built in 2016 was not operationalized by that deputy minister of health? And Aiku tries to operationalize it, and with the connivance of the MC and security agencies.
Take your time. You are going to muddy waters now.
I am not going
I appreciate the points that you are making.
I am not going to muddy waters. I know what I'm talking about because I was there.
But those are claims you can substantiate as it stands now.
Your colleague,
I will permit you to make all the points you can, ones that you can substantiate. But let me bring in Adam again. Adam, you had a point to clarify briefly for me.
Exactly. When my brothers were talking, they said, Honorable Okoboy, then MP, at the time that he lost power, was still offering consultation at the Lekman Hospital and other things. Let me say this. He was then an MP for this very same constituency. He was also then a deputy minister who was still consulting at the same Lekman Hospital then, who even had access to the common fund then as an MP. Yet the same Honorable Benjamin Ekun from nowhere came to bail detained mothers, nursing mothers, who were detained at the Lekman Hospital because they were not able to afford their medical bills. The same MP that we are talking about, Honorable Benjamin Ekun, around this whole electoral area, all